It is a complex and unfortunate reality that some people base their happiness on the control they have over others, particularly within family dynamics. This often shows up in parent-child relationships, where parents unintentionally or even intentionally place an overwhelming amount of pressure on their children. For these parents, their sense of joy or self-worth becomes tied to their children's compliance with their expectations, whether in academics, career, relationships, or even life choices. For the children on the receiving end of this, the effects can be profound and long-lasting. Many kids grow up feeling like their worth is conditional, tied to their performance or their ability to meet their parents' expectations. Instead of being nurtured to explore their own path, they feel suffocated by the fear of disappointing their parents or failing to live up to the vision that was imposed on them. This can lead to guilt, low self-esteem, and even resentment. Some children might comply to keep the peace, sacrificing their own dreams and identity, while others may rebel, fracturing the relationship altogether. For the parents, basing happiness on their children's choices creates a fragile emotional state. Any deviation from their expectations can feel like a personal failure or betrayal. This often stems from unresolved insecurities or unfulfilled dreams in the parents' own lives, which they project onto their children. They may think they're helping by pushing their children in a certain direction, but in reality, they inadvertently teaching their kids that love is conditional and that their value lies in meeting someone else's standards. But love, especially between parent and child, should never be about control. True love allows for freedom. It's about guidance, support, and trust. A parent's role isn't to dictate every step their child takes, but to equip them with the tools and confidence to make their own decisions. It's about providing a safe space where the child can explore their identity, passions, and goals, knowing they're unconditionally loved no matter what. When parents relinquish the need to control, it opens the door for healthier relationships. It allows children to thrive as individuals and fosters mutual respect rather than fear or resentment. Parents can find joy not in their children's obedience to a rigid plan, but in witnessing them grow into the person they were created to be. There's a deep peace in seeing someone you love living authentically, even if their path looks different from what you imagined. And on a broader level, this issue I send to you exclusive to parents as a reflection of how people in general can mistakenly believe their happiness relies on controlling others. The truth is, no one should carry the burden of someone else's emotional well-being. That's far too heavy a weight for anyone, let alone a child, to bear. We all have a responsibility to find our own joy, rooted in our values, purpose, and connection to God or a higher sense of meaning, not in trying to mold others into what we want them to be. Learning to let go of control is an act of love and humility. It acknowledges that each person has their own journey and purpose, and that we can only truly find happiness when we release the need to manipulate or dictate the lives of others. Real fulfillment comes not from controlling people, but from loving them as they are, supporting them in their choices, and finding peace within ourselves. What's your take on this? Have you seen or experienced something similar?